Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited because I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. makeup. I've been really looking forward to doing a full face of makeup on my channel for a while now. I just haven't really had the time. So I think it's time. So I picked up a few things from e.l.f.com. I'm going to be using this palette. It's really pretty. It's the Everyday Smoky. I also got two concealers because I wasn't sure, because I ordered these online. I wasn't sure which would be my shade. And then I got a lip palette. I thought that would be fun to do. A setting powder in the shade Light. And then a Natural Glow face palette. I thought this would be the best option, so I have like a bronzer and blush and highlight all in one. And then for primer, I have the Prep and Hydrate Balm. So I'm gonna open these up just so I don't have to during the video, and I will be right back. Okay, so I got everything open, and I forgot to mention that I have the oil-free medium coverage Flawless Satin Foundation in the color Snow. I already own this, so I didn't buy this when I got all this stuff offline. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the Prep and Hydrate Balm. Okay. It smells kind of funny. Just gonna, it's one of these where you twist it up. And it's this really pretty blue. Or it kind of looks like mint. That could just be my lights. Okay, so I forgot to bring a mirror. Oops. I'm just going to use the mirror out of this palette. So go ahead and see how it does. Oh, circular motions. I forgot. It doesn't say how much to use, so hopefully I'm not using too much. Yeah, I don't. But it is giving me a really nice glow. So I like that. Okay, so that feels pretty good. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and go in with the 16-hour camo concealer because that one looks like it's going to be more my shade. And ooh, it's got one of those really big doe foot applicators on it. And I like to do my eyes first before my foundation, just in case I have fallout. So it seems like it's definitely full coverage. I mean, look at that. It might actually be a little too light for me, which is shocking. But it's covering nicely. Definitely full coverage, which I like for around my eyes because I have veins and like darkness you can see. So I always like to cover those up as much as possible. I would say this is kind of performing like the Tarte Shape Tape coverage wise. I may have let that dry too long. I think this might have sat too long while I did my other eye. It's not wanting to blend in the inner corner of my eye. Just kind of stuck. So that's not good. I don't know if you can see, but down here, it's not really blending as well as it was. That's a bummer. Not sure what's going on right here. Yeah. I feel like it's oxidized because now it's looking yellow. Oh, it does not look good on my skin right here. Sorry if you can hear the people driving by. That's disappointing. I was really liking it at first. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and move on. I think I'm gonna try some of this hydrating camo concealer over it. Maybe if I just throw on a whole bunch of product, it'll work itself out. I'm gonna blend this faster because maybe I just let it sit too long, but I don't really like the finish. Sorry if you can see me. Oh, the other one, it just kind of stopped looking good after a minute after it dried. I don't know what's going on in the inner corner of my eye, but these concealers are not liking it. I mean, that kind of looks better layered on top of it, but I don't know if it's gonna do the same thing when it dries. Maybe it's because that one was matte and this one's hydrating. Maybe it just didn't work with my skin. Because my skin is more combo. Okay, so I have enough concealer around my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and start my eyeshadow look. Well, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and set this, excuse me, with powder. Just because I don't know how the eyeshadow will behave on just the concealer because I've never used it before. So I'm going to use the matte setting powder. It is in the shade Light. And I really like the component because it's one of those that you just twist and then it opens, so it's not just open the whole time. You can see it. And it even says pour powder in me. So that's what we will do. It doesn't really want to come out of there too easily. So I'm just going to take my powder brush and just set my eyes real quick. I just don't know if I don't set it if the eyeshadow is going to just like cling in places, so. Or if it's going to crease or what, so better safe than sorry. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I don't see any names or anything. And it just came in this packaging with a safety seal, so I guess they don't have any names, but I'm using just a fluffy brush. I got this from Ipsy, so it doesn't have a brand or anything on it, so I'm not sure. Okay, and I'm just gonna use this above my crease, just as a transition shade. I'm gonna use windshield wiper motions. Sorry if my hand's in the way. It really just matches my skin, so I can't really see it. I'm so lucky. My dogs are both asleep. My daughter's in her room, so it's quiet. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with, this shade right here. Kind of a brown shade. And I'm using my Luxie tapered blending brush. Sorry. And oh, it looks like this. Just a cute little fluffy brush. I had a look planned out, but the first shade I used matches my skin tone so well that it doesn't really, it's not really gonna look how I planned, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm just gonna put this just above my crease because my eyes are hooded, so if I do it too far in my natural crease, you won't be able to see it. So I'm just gonna blend this and kind of pack it on too, and then blend some more. This is really good pigment though for this palette. I think it was $10. There's a guy that drives around by my house every day on a lawnmower. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's doing. But he's always there. So that's blending pretty good. I kind of got a little spot right there. That's not. I have cat hair on my brush. Does anybody else get cat hair on their brushes? Or is it just me? Speaking of the cat, she's here to join us. Okay, so I got that blended. I feel like that looks good. And now, this look isn't going to be that, Maybe I will go in with a little bit of this darker shade right next to it. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, because like I said, I had a look planned, but the first shade wasn't as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Or maybe it just wasn't the color I thought it was going to be. I'm not sure. But we're going to figure it out. So yeah, I'm going to take that darker shade, it's like a cobalt color, and I'm going to put that in my outer V. Just kind of stamp it on. It's very pigmented. And then I'm going to blend it just below the shade that I just used, just below. Actually, I'm going to get a brush that has nothing on it, just so it's not so dark. Okay, I'm going to take this big fluffy 35E brush from Farrah and just blend that. That's better. Okay, so I got that blended. I think I'm gonna take some of the first shade that we used and just kind of buff out the edge so there's not a harsh line. So I'm just gonna gently put this over it. And then I'm gonna use that brown color again, just what was left on the brush, and go over the dark shade. And my air conditioner's on. I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me. I'm just gonna keep blending and hope I can salvage this because it did not work out how I thought it was gonna work. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put a shimmer on the lid and call it good. But which one? I think I'm gonna go for this one right here. And I am just gonna use my finger and just see if I can get more payoff, color payoff. And do you see that? It just kind of like blended into my finger. Yeah, that's not working at all. I guess a finger wasn't a good idea, but usually you can use your finger for eyeshadows. Okay, I guess I'll try it with a brush. So I have my Morphe X Jeffree Star JS11, this little eyeshadow brush, flat one. Okay, so I'll go in with that, and hopefully it doesn't cause too much fallout. Let's see how this does. Okay, so that's better. Usually I just use my finger for like shimmery shades just because I feel like I get more color payoff, but this is fine too. Just gonna add some more, just kind of build it up. Okay, and I'm gonna blend the darkest shade. Here, I'll show you again. I'm gonna blend some of this into just over it a little bit. I think I'm gonna mix some of that brown shade. I'm just gonna blend them together so there's no harsh line. This look did not turn out how I thought it was going to. So I'm taking some more of that brown shade. I'm just going to go over the darker shade. I mean, it's not my favorite look. I probably wouldn't do this again, but it's not awful, I guess. I mean, the eyeshadow's not too bad. There is some fallout though, and that's why I do my eyes first. Okay, if I didn't already say that. Okay, so if you can't tell, I did a little something extra. I just wasn't feeling this one, so I went ahead and did another smoky on the other side. And these are the shades that I used. And I put this one on top of this one right here. So I think that it turned out, and I did my brows and eyeliner and mascara off camera because I forgot to get those products. So I figure you didn't really need to see me do that. However, I did put up an eyebrow tutorial yesterday, so if you're interested, go ahead and check that one out. Okay, so moving right along, I am going to go ahead and do my foundation, and I'm using the shade 130 Snow. And I really do, I have used this several times. I really do like this foundation. Where's my beauty? Okay. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. It didn't work out too good. Uh-oh. That's a mess. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Juno & Co sponge. I don't remember if I said that or not. I love these things. And blend that. Cat hair. So what I like about this foundation is it's pretty much, I think it's medium coverage. I think that's what it says. And it really is. And it wears well throughout the day. I feel like my concealer is darker than this. Maybe I got powder on. I did set my eyes, that concealer, I mean, on my eyelids, but maybe it fell down. I'm gonna use the back of my hand this time and just add a little bit more. That's to make it more like full coverage. Okay, so I got that blended out. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna add some more concealer like around here. And I'm actually gonna use the hydrating one because I feel like the matte one it just didn't work out for my skin or something like that. So I'm gonna go in with this one. So this is kind of making me look like a ghost, I think. So I'm gonna have to do some work with the bronzer because I feel like I look like a ghost. It's just making it really white. And it could just be my lighting because I'm not a pro with it. I have a lot to learn still, but I am trying. So excited to have my channel. Been wanting to do it forever. Okay, so that's blended. And now I'm gonna set it with the Poreless, oh, that's a Poreless Putty Primer. I have that primer. I didn't use it today because I wanted to use the new one, the Hydrating Balm. So I'm gonna use the matte setting powder now, just to set my face. I'm gonna see how it does, like baking it. I'll do a little bit just to see how it does. Ooh, that is so yellow. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that is not my shade. Should have got translucent, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe they didn't have it translucent. Maybe that's why I got this. Okay, well, too late now. I have another video to film after that. I'm gonna look like a hot mess in it. Just gonna go ahead and get that off. Oh, it's too late. So if you're still here, will you just drop an emoji down there? I don't care what it is. Just let me know that you're still here. I'd like to know if you're still watching. If I haven't scared you away yet. Okay. It really is a nice setting powder though, minus the color. I'm sure on other skin tones it would look nice. Okay, now face palette, total face palette. I guess I should put it for you to see. So there's a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight. Going to go ahead and bronze, so maybe I'll look less silly. And I don't know if this is gonna look good on my skin tone. I feel like I have such a hard time finding the right bronzer and contours. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Maybe. We'll see. It feels pretty good. It's not like chalky, it's not leaving fallout in the pan. I think it's a pretty nice bronzer. I'm gonna do a little bit on my nose. I forgot to cream contour, so I can't do that now that I have powder. I just got into cream contouring and I am obsessed. I should have started a long time ago. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of bronzer to contour my nose with, and hopefully it turns out fine. Okay, so that's done. Now let's do some blush. Where is my blush brush? Okay, so once again, I forgot to bring my blush brush. I always forget. I think I'm gonna go for this shade right here for blush. And again, it doesn't have any shade names, so I don't know what to call it, but it's like, I'll do a swatch for you. It's like a peachy coral color, kind of, mostly just peachy, so let's see how it. So I like that. It's pretty pigmented for a blush, I would say. You don't have to, I didn't have to go over it any. Let me do a little less. Oh yeah. Definitely like the blush and the bronzer formulas. Might have done just a tad too much. But that's okay. We're already on a hot mess strain. Okay, and then the highlight shade, I'm not sure how this is gonna go on my skin tone. Oh, well, that's not too bad. It's not like, let's swatch it again for you. Well, you can see it, right? So I think that'll be fine, actually. Okay, so it's subtle, but it's pretty. I have entirely too much blush on. Wow, that's pigmented. Let's try to fix that before we go any farther. Oh well. No. Okay, so I mean, it's way too much blush, but it is really nice. I mean, it performs fine. So I think, okay, now it's time to do the lips. I think I am feeling these two shades right here at the end, here and here. I think I'm gonna go with those. So I'm gonna use this deeper shade to line and fill in just a little bit of my lips. This is kind of weird. I always have such a hard time with my Cupid's bow because it does not match on both sides. So it definitely comes off more purple than I was expecting. I should have swatched it.
The wing.
It's okay.
What's this video?
My daughter is opening a candy bar.
Yep. It's my favorite kind. I just tried it like today, and now I love it.
Okay, so I really like how that is by itself, so I'm gonna skip doing the other shade because I'm loving this purple. A little bit translucent through here, or sheer, I guess. I don't know, I can't think of what to say. But overall, I mean, that color is just gorgeous. I love it. I wish I had just, you know, like a bullet lipstick of it. And it's very comfortable. Oh, I just love it. Not necessarily with either of these looks, but I'm definitely going to be using this. Okay, so I don't have any setting spray. I've used it in the past, so and I love it. I just didn't feel like picking it up because I have so many other setting sprays. But yeah, this is the look. I think it turned out good, except the size, so. Yeah, this one I really like. And I liked the bronzer and the blush, even though it was a lot more pigmented than I expected, and definitely the lips. So, and the hydrating concealer was good, and I really did actually like this Prep and Hydrate balm. It really turned out nicely for me. So, the only thing I would say is I'm not crazy about the palette. I mean, I had Fallout and just, I don't know, I just didn't really care for it, but that is all I have for you today. I hope that you will like and subscribe to me and leave me a comment. Let me know if you're still here. And surprise, I have a giveaway going on my Facebook page. So if you're here, you can enter it. My Facebook page is Diamonds Glam Looks. I will have it linked below, and you can go to that page and find out how to enter to my giveaway. I will have it running until probably May 2nd, and then I will choose the winners either that day or May 3rd. And leave me in the comments how to reach you, your email address, your Facebook name, or your Instagram profile, any of those, and I will contact you. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!